from the Globe and Mail from the year 2005. Chris Schenkel, broadcaster, 1923 to 2005. Subheadline: ubiquitous old-time American sportscaster embodied the role of the big game announcer but confessed a weakness for bowling. Chris Schenkel's versatility and genial style made him one of the most important sports broadcasters from the 1950s to the 1970s. Like many of his well-known contemporaries, he glided easily through many sports, including football, basketball, boxing, golf, horse racing, the Olympics, and bowling, which he called for 36 years. Mr. Schenkel came to prominence in 1952 as the television voice of the football giants. His baritone became the vocal accompaniment to the team's loss to the Baltimore Colts in the 1958 National Football League Championship game, a seminal broadcast in the league's history. His time was one in which play-by-play announcers were usually less talkative than they are now and rarely critical, and they traveled with the players. Mr. Schenkel, popular locally and nationally through covering the Giants, the Triple Crown horse races, and the Masters golf tournament on CBS, had his profile enlarged after he was hired by ABC Sports in 1965. It was Chris Schenkel who put ABC Sports on the map, said Dennis Lewin, a former ABC executive. It was Chris who gave us credibility. Along with Kurt Gowdy on NBC, Mr. Schenkel embodied the role of the big game announcer as ABC's primary Olympic anchorman and its top college football, National Basketball Association, and bowling announcer. Mr. Schenkel's career coincided with the rise of the color analyst, former players and coaches hired to provide greater insight into the games. I saw the need for someone with better depth than I, he told the New York Times in 1993, alluding to a roster of partners that included Bud Wilkinson on college football and Bill Russell on the NBA. I got criticized that I was coddling these guys, but I had confidence in my own ability. His career took a detour at the Summer Olympics in Munich in 1972 when he was replaced as ABC's lead anchor by Jim McKay on the day Palestinian terrorists took hostage, then killed 11 members of the Israeli Olympic team. Roone Arledge, the president of ABC Sports, preferred McKay because of his journalistic past as a newspaperman. I was Roone's fair-haired boy for quite a while, Mr. Schenkel said in the book Up Close and Personal by Jim Spence, a former ABC Sports executive. But eventually, he said, Roone downgraded me every time he got a chance by removing him from one assignment after another. Mr. Schenkel grew up on a farm in northern Indiana. The radio sportscasts of Ted Husing and Bill Stern fascinated him, but he also showed a musical bent as part of a duo with his younger brother Phil that played live shows and performed on the radio. Mr. Schenkel sang and played guitar. In later years, he indulged his love of jazz piano with his friend Eddie Condon. Mr. Schenkel earned a pre-med degree at Purdue University, a path that was inspired by his family doctor, but he still pursued sportscasting. Mr. Schenkel was also involved in Aboriginal affairs. In 1974, decades after Mr. Schenkel's father confronted bigotry against descendants of the local Miami Indians, the tribe's council made him an honorary chieftain, calling him Mo-Nu, which means speaker, one liked by all people. Despite his varied career, Mr. Schenkel knew that he might be best remembered for calling the Professional Bowlers Association Tour, which he remained with until ABC stopped carrying it in 1997. I grew up with bowling, Mr. Schenkel once said. I never looked down on it. I've enjoyed it as much as anything except the Olympics.